Civil rights and criminal defense attorneys are joining Karmelo Anthony's legal team pro bono following his murder conviction and 35-year prison sentence for stabbing and killing Austin Metcalf.
The Karmelo Anthony case is far from over, and now a major new development that is sending shockwaves through this entire story. This is DTCN, Daily True Crime News, and here is what just happened. A group of high-powered civil rights attorneys have officially joined Karmelo Anthony's legal team pro bono, meaning they are working for free, to fight his murder conviction. This is not just any group of attorneys. This team includes lawyers connected to Benjamin Crump, one of the most prominent civil rights attorneys in America, and Gary Bledsoe, president of the Texas NAACP, people with massive platforms, massive resources, and massive influence. Their stated mission is to conduct a fresh review of the entire trial record, to determine if any legal error occurred, and to ensure every possible issue is presented on appeal. But legal analysts are already asking the hard question, will it actually work? Legal commentator Horace Cooper broke it down plainly. He said it depends entirely on what the goal is. If the goal is to get the conviction overturned, he said that is highly unlikely. If the goal is to create a public narrative, to generate racial friction, and to build a publicity campaign suggesting this trial was unfair, that could be very effective. Here is why the legal path is so difficult. On appeal, you cannot re-argue the facts. That is not how the appellate process works. An appeals court does not retry the case. They do not look at the evidence again and decide if the jury got it right. They only review the law. They ask one question: did the lower court make a legal error? And legal analysts say Judge John Roach ran an extremely tight courtroom. He was very careful throughout this entire trial to not leave opportunities for this case to be set aside on appeal. So what exactly do these new attorneys have to work with? According to legal experts, the Batson challenge is really all they have. The argument that black jurors were improperly removed during selection. 3 black female jurors were struck by the prosecution. The prosecution argued they were removed not because of race, but because they were teachers. And the prosecution did not believe teachers could be impartial in a case involving teenagers. That argument was accepted by the judge during trial. Now on appeal, a higher court will decide if that decision was correct. Legal analysts believe that argument is unlikely to succeed, but it gives Anthony's new legal team a platform to speak publicly, to make pronouncements, to keep this story alive in the media. There is also a significant detail that emerged this week. Austin Metcalf's father, Jeff, revealed something that has not been widely reported. He said that when the guilty verdict was delivered, Karmelo Anthony's family was not present for the victim impact statement. They left. He said they left that poor child up there by himself. As soon as that verdict was read, a 19-year-old sitting alone at the defense table, while his family walked out as Jeff Metcalf stood up and read the words he had been writing for 14 months. Horace Cooper weighed in on that detail directly. He said it would have been a great moment if Anthony's family had come together, acknowledged what happened, and apologized to the Metcalf family and to the nation. Instead, he said it looks like those surrounding this case are trying to divide rather than heal. He said he hopes that does not succeed. The judge's decision to release the body camera footage and surveillance video to the public this week was seen by many legal analysts as a deliberate move to allow people to see the evidence for themselves before the narrative around this appeal gains momentum. Horace Cooper said the release was important so people could see for themselves just how shallow the claims are, that this trial was a miscarriage of justice. Here is where things stand right now. Karmelo Anthony is in the Wallace Pack unit, a Texas state prison near Navasota, beginning his 35-year sentence. His original attorneys filed a notice of appeal, claiming he cannot afford legal representation, and now a team of high-profile civil rights attorneys has stepped in pro bono to take that appeal forward. The appeal has been filed with the 5th Court of Appeals in Dallas. The process will take months. possibly years, and while it plays out, Anthony remains behind bars, serving his sentence, 2 families, still living with the consequences of 15 minutes. At a high school track meet in Frisco, Texas, Austin Metcalf will never walk through his father's door again, and Karmelo Anthony will not see freedom for at least 17 years. Now with Benjamin Crump's team involved, this case is about to get louder, not quieter. This is DTCN, Daily True Crime News. Subscribe and turn on your notifications. We will be following every single development of this appeal every step of the way.